I had a Hall of Famer come up to me and said to me, quote, Steph Curry would not have averaged more than 17 points a game.
Stay off the weed.
Here we go again. Stephen A. and his make-believe sources claiming he had another deep convo with some mystery NBA legend about Steph Curry. This man stays proving LeBron's point about nostalgia clouding reality. So let me get this straight. Steph Curry just dropped 52 points, 8 rebounds, 10 assists, and shooting 12 from 20 from 3. And the first thing Stephen A. wants to do is bring up how some old school player told him Curry wouldn't survive in his era. What are we even talking about? Steph has been shattering defenses for the last 10 years, but we gotta hear how some retired dude thinks he wouldn't last in his league. But nah, instead of breaking down what Curry just did on the court, Stephen A. wants to push more nostalgia propaganda like it's gospel.
He wasn't talking about his skill set. He said, in our era, we would have hurt him. He said, we would have hurt him.
They're talking about hurting players instead of focusing on basketball skills. But what about players like Mahmoud Abdul-Rauf? At 6'1" and 165 pounds, he was voted most improved player in 92-93 season and averaged over 17 points per game in his prime. Or what about Mark Price, 6 foot and 170 pounds, who averaged 18 points and 8 assists for 6 years, the years of 88 through 94. Then there's Muggsy Bogues at 5'3" and 135 pounds with a 14-year NBA career. Or what about Spud Webb at 5'6" and 135 pounds, who also had a 12-year NBA career? Size didn't stop them from succeeding. Even Miley had to provide some pushback about the narratives that they create on that show and how they speak about the current state of the NBA.
We spend so much time praising the past generation that we don't focus enough on the current generation. And I think it's hurting the NBA.
Did you hear that, Stephen A? She's even tired, bro. But my number one question is, who told you, Stephen A? Who? Name a source just one time. Another day, another fake convo. Let me know in the comments, do you think Stephen A really had that conversation, or is it just more ESPN fan fiction? Remember to keep it positive. Us as fans do need to help push the game forward. Stop all the hating. Like, comment, subscribe. Peace.